I'm a champion. People just think it's just fun in the game. I'm talking, not scared of the thunder and rain. Hate hard, I can see you still doing your job. I'ma get up on the throat like Sweeney Todd. I can hear the summons turn like squeaky now. Never see me bomb, we can make it light up like Vietnam. Let it turn up, never hesitant, calm when against all odds, still killing no problem. This that great poop on that Avion, that bread top. This that Avion, I'm born to rule like Genghis Khan. We snap like cameras on me. Hop in the whip and I'm ready to ride. I hope you're down to ride by the end of the night. Other fight to go away like it's your life to throw away. In the night, I'll end your night. You win this fight, there's no way. You ain't got it in you. When I hit the stage, it's like I'm venting in the venue. Please let me continue. Champion blaze, AV Sunny got that fire. You could get this all day. I got that new flame, acting like they didn't know. Got them jumping out the window. New me and I'm acting brand new. Fight like all I know is win. I'm a champion. I'm a champion. I'm a champion.
And you know that this is prophecy. So I gotta see, because this means a lot to me. I'm knocking out the competition, ain't nobody stopping me. I give you the business, suit it up and do it properly. I gotta be spitting this dope, my logic is iller than most. I'm probably gonna get up and toast, I'd rather you didn't approach. Nah, cause all these ladies wanna chill and vibe. That's the winner circle, you can never get inside. Got no time for haters, but I will always embrace them. I get to them later, this paper is all I'm chasing. I stay on the job, I'm never taking vacation. They don't ever focus, they losing their concentration. So you could tell the people rolling with you that all my brothers eating and you know what's on the menu. Please let me continue. Champion blaze, Avion got that fire, you could get it all day, yeah.
New flame, acting like they didn't know. Got them jumping out the window. New me and I'm acting brand new. Fight like all I know is win. I'm a champion. I'm a champion. I'm a champion. New flame acting like they didn't know. Got them jumping out the window. New me and I'm acting brand new. Like all I know is win. I'm a champion. I'm a champion. I'm a champion.
What up, what up, what up? It's the one and only Logic DGC welcoming you to another wonderful episode of the Everything Indie Show. Hope everything's been great since our last show. Hopefully you've had a good 7 days. I know I have. We got a lot going on today. We got 2 dope guests. Got a dope top 5. We're going to talk about freestyling on radio shows. We're going to talk about the Everything Indie Show. We're going to do the winning wheel. So a lot to get into. We're going to also talk about, unfortunately, I don't know what is happening with me and Facebook right now. Like, I can't even share this event under my own name or anything. I cannot share this. So if you're out there watching, please do a share, because I don't know what's going on with these people. They're just crushing me right now. I guess I could try for my regular page, but yeah, I'm unable to share the event. I'm unable to share, which sucks. I can't post it anywhere. I can't even post it on my own page. I'm gonna try to do that right now though. But yeah, we dope guests, dope show. Let's go ahead and start out first with the first. Let's go ahead and talk about, well, actually, before we jump into the top 5, the first top 5 indie video of the week. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about this Verzuz coming up on July 27th, on the last Tuesday of the month, the last Everything Indie show of the month. We got Prophecy 973 and we have J Skills. It's gonna be 10 songs, 10 verses a piece. I think 10 verses a piece. Hooks if you got them. After the third verse, then you can you have 2 full songs that you can play after the third verse. So that's there. We got a lot of wild cards, and we're going to try to see, if we have extra time, we'll let them do their thing. But it's going to be dope. It's a good way to put down a catalog for yourself where people can hear multiple stuff for yourself when they're sitting down doing that, maybe using the bathroom, maybe driving, and got the little, TV on or something, or maybe, relaxing in the bed while their shorties or something is watching something on Lifetime or something, and you want to watch something else, or the other person want to watch something else on their phone. They get to see your whole catalog, So I'm encouraging everybody to sign up. Let's get you on the wheel of the indie versus wheel and see who you're going up, against. Even though it's not really a competition, but yeah, it'll be dope, and be a part of it. So now we're gonna go into the first of the top 5 videos. And this is, and I'm going to shout out K-Slay because he's putting out a lot of music right now with a lot of artists. And if you're not up on DJ K-Slay, go ahead and YouTube him. And then he's going to put you onto a whole bunch of new artists. And he's going to go ahead and put you onto a bunch of older artists. You get to see it all. He respects the legends. He respects the youth. It's good. It's all good. I love to see it. 40-minute tracks, 110 MCs, 109 MCs. So that's a lot of people he working with, so make sure y'all tuning in to him, and we're going to go ahead and play this song. This is called Harlem Block Money, featuring Dave East, Vado, Jim Jones, Shooter 93, and Talk It Trig. Yeah. And I think the page is muted. Let's go ahead and change that.
Hey yo, it's DJ K-Slay, the Drama King, and this that summertime fly shit you rockin' when you cruising up the Harlem River Drive. Let's go.
Block money, got it, I was starving, you was not hungry. Crispy or whites, anytime the sky sunny, Harlem. Niggas either selling or they buying something. The feds planning to attack, I think they trying something. Block money, got it, I was starving, you was not hungry. Crispy or whites, anytime the sky sunny, Harlem. Niggas either selling or they buying something. Just seen the diesel from my building, think they
sometimes you gotta learn to be quiet, even when you got a lot to say.
Yes.
When you a threat, they intercept to get you out the way. Before them things touch down, make sure you gotta play. Make sure your chain bust down when up the hockey skate. It's big business, of course. When the war in these streets, you get a different applause. What? Rest in peace to Chinks, I might go get me a Porsche. Sporting the Kith Mink with New York written across. Kitten the soft, dog that I never could be. Corner store getting it off till I'm ready to read. I'm the type to get with your bra like she look better with me. Yes. First rapper spitting that fraud and everything was a key. I've been maggot since I was born, my swagger is out the norm. Every rapper's a goat, then I'm dragging them by the horns. Niggas moving this coat while you bragging about Louboutins. What they rapping is jokes, I'm just laughing while they perform.
Block money, got it, I was starving, you was not hungry. Crispy or whites, anytime the sky sunny, Harlem. Niggas either selling or they buying something. The feds planning to attack, I think they trying something. Block money, got it, I was starving, you was not hungry. Crispy or whites, anytime the sky sunny, Harlem. Niggas either selling or they buying something. Just seen the diesel from my building, think they trying something.
You're not safe, that don't matter if you locked up. Bitch, I send a kite and I still get you shot up. Nigga, you better chill, cause this shit could get extra wicked. One way to heaven and your man could get the extra ticket. Had new caddy truck drive by itself. For real. Now I could do drive-bys when I'm by myself. To effing and it's usually in a rider on side my belt. Niggas rather see me die when I cry for help. Fuck 'em. But then I bounce back on my bully. Clear pull, shit 100 stacks in the pulley. Shoulda had that Mac in the pulley, but since Weezy got caught, I be scared to bring the weed in the pour. Pardon me. 7 Hail Marys, 50 G's on my cross. Cause I point at you, nigga, like I sneeze in the thought. Boom, bang. Tell K that he better let these niggas know. I'm older, but I'm colder, and I still let them triggers blow.
Block money, got it, I was starving, you was not hungry. Crispy or whites, anytime the sky sunny, Harlem. Niggas either selling or they buying something. The feds planning to attack, I think they trying something. Block money, got it, I was starving, you was not hungry. Crispy or whites, anytime the sky sunny, Harlem. Niggas either selling or they buying something. Just seen them D's in front my building, think they trying something.
If you ain't built for this life, you shouldn't get involved. Boys in the hood, I'd have never let Trey in a car. Donnie Bosco wouldn't get as far, would've been along. And I would've never introduced him as a friend of ours. Melvin would've got it just cause it looked like he hit my mom's. South Central Harlem, a deuce, I was sticking hard. I could've given seminars on how to stick and raw. A butter rim, I'm birdie playing for bigger odds. Like Bishop, I want the juice. If I were G Money, Nino would've died on that roof. Godfather shit, I was calling shots on the suits. Like, as soon as you come out the John, shoot. I was a menace like Kane and No Dog. Strapped like De Niro in heat, ready to go off. Your big homie a bitch, go tell him I said he no boss. On any Harlem night, I'll shoot that bitch's hoe off.
Block money, got it, I was starving, you was not hungry. Crispy or whites, anytime the sky sunny, Harlem. Niggas either selling or they buying something. The feds planning to attack, I think they trying something. Block money, got it, I was starving, you was not hungry. Crispy or whites, anytime the sky sunny, Harlem. Niggas either selling or they buying something. Just seen them D's in front my building, think they trying
something. Man, who
something.
gon' fuck with them? None of them. I put a gun in them. Hole in the back of their head, I'm seeing the front of them. Use them like a shield. Bullets damn near the size of Franks. The burner, I use it like a grill. Dig up on the hip, clip long as a ruler. Throw it on your head and rearrange your medulla. Different type of nigga, you don't really wanna amp me. Fuck a cosign, them streets, they really stamp me. I be on blocks, them niggas wouldn't dare come. Hollows in that bitch, you and your man can share some bad thing with me, ain't a trophy, she got it on her. Talking who the hardest in New York, I got it, homie. 200 on the dash, hit the button, remove the roof. Get my young niggas the nod, they come and take the stoop. Every time I step in the building, nigga, I shake the booth. Real Harlem nigga, something like Bump and Lou. Talk it.
Yeah. That was K-Slay and the gang in Harlem World Block. Wait, what was that? Harlem World Money, right? Harlem Block Money. Get it right. We're having problems, as you can see right there with the screen, and contacting Samad Savage. We'll be getting him on the line too. But I'm gonna go ahead and play one of his tracks now. See if we can get that going for y'all. In the meantime, it's a dope artist. Definitely check for him. Samad Savage, good guy. I'm sure something, keeping him from making this call, this interview right now. He not a type to be a flaky dude or nothing like that. So we gonna go ahead and just play a little bit of other music for a moment, because that's the format of the show anyway. And we're gonna put you on to him, because that's what we do. We play indie music so that y'all could, and I got it on the other one. See, I'm working on the two profiles, but we gonna get this right for y'all. Boom, found it. Yeah, so the first song I'm going to play is called Good Night from him. Let's make sure we got this ready to rock. Perfect. And let's go.
Bro, I understand life is hard and shit, but shit, my nigga, like, you either gonna sit there and take the fucking punches, or you gonna get the fuck up and fight the fuck back.
Crumbled up the world on my hand into pieces. So much drip, you would thought that I leaked this. Thought I was dead, it was all in their head. Now a nigga coming back like Jesus. Gotta feed the team, and I'm sure that these crackers got cheese. I believe it's Cheez-Its. Nigga been away, got him seasick. Now I'm pulling up on your beaches. But I call them woman cause I ain't that cold. But you know I ain't never give a sheet switch. The flow up, a nigga been getting this dough up. Cause broke what I don't love. I'm living to pick up my bros up. Let's blow up, no hold ups. I figured I'm killing you hoes, yup. I've been delivering no stuff like a drug dealer, but much chiller a clutch. But now you stuck with a deluxe. Nigga cool clutch killing, not a bullet hitting them up. But I feel love till the hate drops up. That's why you motherfuckers hate my guts. Ah.
Nigga good with a little life, doing anything that I would like, running every night for the good life.
nigga good with a little life. Doing anything that I would like. Running every night for the good life. Everybody thought I was deceased, but now I'm coming back like Issa. Like an immigrant, I keep a visa. Never that I'll bring her back to beat, cause I'm in with the game, like some big ol' double D's. Yup, feel it in my veins like the blood I never bleed. What? I can never be cut, only handle hot shit. What the fuck's a teacup? I handle bars, now I'm riding to the cycle break. I might go make an idol shape, my vital traits a tidal wave. I'm isolated by the way, I had to wait till I create the final stage where I negate the cause I hate. I'm sorry, wait, get to what kind of pace, but don't know how to take. I'm trying to slay illiterate pounds of waste, not creative, haters cannot equate. These bombs away, they second to try to face the one of them operate. To find the figures for me to dominate, I need you to concentrate. Let me know when I'ma stop putting these beats in the burial. I was way too down bad, I was very broke. Nigga was bull, so he flipped like the Vario. Can't be a stereo, so much material. Cause I heard from both sides like a stereo. Trying to copy my vibe like it's karaoke. Man of the house like I karaoke, please. I don't think you understand. I can never stop myself depending on another man. I could be broke one day, on the other hand, this loyal rock star, I'ma make another band. Big facts, my appeal popping and I'm fresh, no tic-tac. Bars hard, feel it in your stomach, that's a six-pack. All my niggas really made it happen, y'all just shit-chat. Had to show my ass and while it's out, you can kiss that. Good with a little life, doing anything that I would like. Running every night for the good life. Good night, is a nigga good with a little life, doing anything that I would like. Running every night for the good life.
All right. That was Samar Savage. We're going to go ahead now and... Oh, and he's gone again. Yeah, we're having a hard time keeping him on here. But we're going to go ahead and just keep on with the show right now, and then hopefully we'll get him back on there for everybody. But just to give a little background on the brother, I did... All right. He said in 5 minutes everything should be good. All right, I'll definitely... we'll check back in with him, but for right now, I came across the brother on the other radio station that I used to be a part of, and let me go ahead and switch this up a little bit. Right, let's go ahead and get a different view here. Yeah. So I met him at the other radio station, and I was like, wow, he came in, did his thing, had a good interview, spit on the air and did all of that stuff. I was like, wow, very, very impressed by the kid. And the next time I saw him, he was on stage at the Newark Hip Hop Festival. And, like, I look around and there's, like, people singing the words to his songs. I was like, oh, damn, like, he's got a good impact. He's doing some things. So I've been following him since that was like about 2017, and I've been following him since, and he's built a pretty decent following and is doing a lot of good things, and I think we're going to be very impressed by him. I'm going to go ahead and play the second song on our top 5. And which is Fred the Godson, Fat Boy Fresh, and hopefully we'll have him on the line when we get back. So, yeah, here we go.
Getting it still like pronto, coffee, OJ, Marcus Allen, a white brown Bronco. Fear death, only for team. That's how we bond, no. My peers left, I'm still with the grain. I'm like Rondo, rhyme flow crazy. The hood like way to go. Do the right thing and you should kill the radio. It's wrong. Who even send a song first? First you buy they wife a Louis Vuitton purse, or get a rapper that's beyond worth. Take off your Nikes, ask Mr. West, can you get a Converse? And maybe y'all can converse. I'm just fixing the stage, it's for the concert. They know my grind hell. Give me a shot or I'll give you one with 9 shells. We'll let time tell. They know I rhyme well. These A&Rs are comedians like Jerry, cause everything they sign fell. Again, no BET cipher. Maybe cause they can't decipher this type of writer. Bars heavy, run the Bronx back cause I'm a fighter. Sorry for being blunt, y'all no match cause y'all lighter. Just found out about me, way I've been a boss. This is Nas' verse on verbal in the cost. Jay-Z's verse on Can I Live. Biggie's who shot ya, got to be the best. Look what I did. Went hard, then I spit the real. Pulled a card, then he skipped my deal. Back to the shuffle, fight for New York, the scuffle, the hustle. Chinese bus with the black duffel. The white girl know I broke her. Got an iPhone, but I made a lot of dough on that Nokia. Switch flows, I went over your head. I was told that it was over for Fred. Like paying, now they pay him side by side, collateral. Get it? When you side by side, you collateral. Still with the addicts, workers get up early. Like magic on a fast break, gotta be trustworthy. I'm still with the addicts, my workers get up early. Like magic on a fast break, gotta be trustworthy. I put my life on the line, it's God's call. I'm here like Oswald to take what's rightfully mine. Fat Boy Fresh.
Definitely missing that dude right there. For those that don't know, that was Fred the Godson. Still dropping stuff post-mortem. That was Fat Boy Fresh. Make sure y'all checking for that. Make sure y'all supporting whatever y'all can for a dope MC that actually put a lot of work in for his craft. We just about to the interview. I'm going to be a little... Let me see if I can get something special for y'all. This is an old video of your boy right here with me and basically an old friend from Newark, New Jersey called Everything. This is where the group Have Nots was evolving. But let me know what y'all think. Have Nots. Hello. Oh. Don't mind the audio.
I'm back. I can never fall off, I'm too raw. So though I dipped off and had a quick pause, still him balls, cause, sauce is the law. My thoughts and what they draw, the lyrical outpour. Southpaw, cause I came and left with it. They lame and playing with it, but I changed the game, period. Serious, sorta like Planet B. I'm out of this world, you can't understand me. I come to bang beats, it ain't nothing to bang heat. And what they can't reach, I keep under my feet. I'm over you 6 deep, a post you can't reach, a fortress you can't breach. Got toasters for damn sneaks. I told you that I am he and how it'll be. You I am my title, your survival is free. Please believe I got honor, y'all just thieves. Y'all go where the wind blow, pretenders to me, y'all not contenders. And y'all should know better, cause I teach. My surrender's a far reach safari. Yes, my bars be highlighted like Sharpies, y'all niggas is dog meat. I part these, the flow most ungodly. And you trying to stop me's equivalent to Pharaoh's army. Gasping for air, I guess it ain't apparently clear that I'm lethal with the lyrics like a ratchet to your ear. This my year, yeah, this my year. About to spend it with the family in the ship I steer. Click right here, and my bitch right here with her bitch right there, and my dick right here. I'm talented ahead of my peers by light years. This is practice, imagine what game time is near. Everything, yes, everything and anything I'm in. Yeah, I'm in there, I'm in there. Only play the game if you win it to win. Everything, yes, everything and anything I'm in. Yeah, I'm in there. I got you, well, only play the game if you win it to win.
Fresh out the shower, got about an hour before the homie come through with a bag of sour. Our plans to have a good time with a nice beat, good rhyme, nice hook dime. music, red bone. I'ma head home, get my head blown off, back on like a light switch. Ooh, I'ma like this, hello, let me like this. Puff, puff, give, homie. I'm a joy every second I live, homie. Yeah, I regret some things I did, homie. Learn from my mistakes. Yes, I did, homie. So I became nice with my nouns and my verbs. I walk stank cause I am deterred. I am determined to win no L's. Oh well, so well. Get smoked like no L's. Get on my coattail. Let me enjoy victory. Pennies do me shit to me. Have your girl kissing me. Rather have that. Listen, we can cut this out and blow back. Just always know that. Everything, yes, everything and anything I'm in. Yeah, I'm in there, I'm in there. Only play the game if you win it, you win. Everything, yes, everything and anything I'm in. Yeah, I'm in there, I'm in there. Only play the game if you win it, you win. Everything, yes, everything and anything I'm in. Yeah, I'm in there, I'm in there. Only play the game if you win it, you win. Everything, yes, everything and anything I'm in. Yeah, I'm in there, I'm in there. Only play the game if you win it, you win. Everything, yes, everything and anything I'm in.
All right, that was Logic DGC and Nalo with Everything Indie Show. Thank you again for tuning in. We're about moments away, hopefully, from this interview. I'm going to keep trying right now, so don't mind the pauses. I'm going to try my best not to keep y'all just sitting there waiting, but we're going to definitely try to get this going. Hopefully this works. It's a dope artist, and I don't want y'all to miss out on this, even though we can rebook it and stuff, and I got plenty of music to show y'all. But and things to teach y'all about this, the services of have-nots and everything like that. We could start with the shirt, as y'all can see. This is a Have-Nots printed job right here at Have-Not Studios. That's literally a verse on a track. So yeah, we do verses, shirts, because bars matter to us here too. You know. Yeah, so if y'all trying to get y'all custom prints, y'all trying to get anything and everything to merchandising, anything for your business, branding, websites. You trying to build a website? Yes, I build websites. I do it all. I do a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? Logos, marketing plans, marketing ideas, whatever it is that you're looking for, I can help you out with. I can help you with the legal stuff, getting your stuff marketed. Getting yourself, copyrighted, branded, trademarked, LLC'd, the BMI ASCAP. I can get you, on one of the streaming platforms, the main streaming platforms that do the rest of it for us. But, here we go. This could be it. Yes, sir. Oh, you're on mute. Let me just get you. Can you hear me, brother? Okay, 1 second. Are you able to hear me? You can. I can't hear you, though. Let me see why. Huh. Why can't I hear you? Oh, wait. Go ahead and talk. Nope. I'm thinking, let me go ahead and call you back. Maybe there's a connection issue for that. Let me go ahead and call you, okay? All right, one moment, brother. Let's try this again. All right, we should be able to hear him. I cannot hear you. Why?
Testing. Can you hear me now?
Beautiful. Yes, I sure can.
Yeah, my bad.
No, you're good. You're good. What's going on, my brother? How's everything?
Life is good, thank God. Life is good.
Yo. So the last time I was telling everybody earlier, the way I got to know you or know of you was you came and did a show. I think it was the PJ Diaz show on Rejects Radio a long time ago. I was the dude behind the dude back then, and you came in, you did your thing, you gave a good interview, you were good with it, and then the next time I saw you was at the Newark Festival, and you were performing, and I was looking.
Lincoln Park, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was looking around, and people were singing the song "With You." So we're gonna start there real quick. How is that feeling to be able to be, say, yo, I've been on stage and had people reciting my lyrics.
It feels absolutely incredible. That's just one of my favorite parts of performing as a whole. Like, as much as I do the rapidy rap lyrical stuff, I always make sure that I have a hook catchy enough to be memorable by at least the second time you hear it. So I take pride in that, and it was just nice to see it come to fruition.
Dope. Now, how long have you been doing music?
Shoot, it depends on which part of music you're talking about. Like, I started producing when I was 8 years old. Wrote my first rap when I was 10. But
damn, so
I didn't really, yeah, I didn't really feel like a rapper though. You know what I'm saying? I just like wrote for fun.
For the
and
love.
When I was 14, I made my first song, and I was still not that nice at beats. So I was like, you know what? If nobody's gonna rap on my trash beats, I guess I will. And that's how my first mixtape came about.
Really?
And that was when I was like 17. But I would say I really considered my music, like, I took it extremely seriously by the time I was about 20. Like, that's when I was like, yo, wholeheartedly, this is what I want to do. I quit my job and dedicated my all to it.
So, well, how would you describe your style of music? Who are some of the influences?
I wouldn't really describe my music, to be honest. I feel like it's an experience that people need to have for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Just lock in with your headphones or in a car and just tune in, and then tell me how you feel after hearing my music. Because as I said, it's not really like you're just listening to music. It's more of an experience that I try to deliver to people. As far as inspirations, though, for each thing that I feel like is a part of me, I'm inspired by different people. So like when it comes to my lyrical capability, I'm inspired by Lupe Fiasco, Eminem, Common, Royce the 5'9", Big Daddy Kane, Big Pun. I would say that's like the people I'm inspired by lyrically. When it comes to my delivery, I'm more inspired by, like, I would say like Kanye, Drake, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z. When it comes to the production, once again, Kanye, Timbaland, Pharrell, Dilla, Just Blaze, Denon Porter, so many legends. And just as an artist, I listen to every genre, so I have a little bit of My Chemical Romance in my music, while I also have a little bit of Zedd and Deadmau5 and Skrillex and stuff. Like, I'm inspired by many different people.
Now, who are some people that you've done music with?
In general?
Yeah, in general. Whatever comes to your mind right now.
Yeah, sure. Jay Wonder, Soulless, Chris Rivers. Who else? Jay Illicit, Jason Jackson. I'm sorry, he goes by Mind Off Stage. My bad. A lot of people. That's a hard list.
Do you like doing a lot of like collaborations, or are you more like really just like to do things kind of like your own vibe of things?
All right, so I'm about to contradict myself because I like I like staying to myself when it comes to like my albums and stuff like that. Like on my first album, I only had I think 3 features. The second album, I had no features at all. And on this third one that's about to come out pretty soon, God willing, I have a crap ton of features because I already did the no features thing. So I want to see how do I sound surrounded by artists that I have love for and respect.
And how do you are you're your own producer, right? Or
For the most part.
For the most part. And how do you
I think
decide?
there's only 4 tracks on my next album that I didn't produce, and there's 14 songs. So
First, how did you teach yourself, or did you go to school for producing?
nah, I mean I did go to school for musical engineering, but I was there for a semester, so I pretty much I was doing like the main courses that I had to do that had nothing to do with music, and I didn't want to take out a loan, so I went broke and then decided, you know what, this isn't for me. Music is a place where you don't really necessarily need a degree to succeed in. So yeah,
It's an art. It's an art.
yeah. But for anybody is watching this and is in college, definitely take advantage of your situation. I'm sure there's so many things that I could have learned if I did stay in college. Hold on one second, Leon. Yeah, my bad. My cat.
You're good. You're
on the
good.
counter.
Everyone's experience is different, so make sure that y'all do stay in school if that's what you're already invested in, and put your money towards. It makes no sense to drop that out. But I also see that you're a pretty wide range kind of person. You do like you also doing some like vlogging or something like that. You're doing some, or what would you call what you're doing?
Depends on what you're talking about.
So I see. Okay, so I'll give you an example. Where do I got it? Right.
Are you talking about streaming?
No, I see that you're streaming as well too. But then I see. One second, I get it right up. Let me just mute this so that this doesn't play loud. You have a video called "How Artists Can Better the World."
Yeah.
You have like a few videos like that.
Yeah, more so like think pieces. Not really vlogging. I think the only time that I did vlog was when I did the whole when I was delivering. I had a bunch all of my fans that could donate money in order to buy a bunch of bottles of water for Nort, and got a crap load of that and vlog that experience, only because, what I'm saying, I don't like to play with people's money. So since everybody sent that in, I wanted to show them, what their money went towards and whatnot, and that was the only time that I really like vlogged. But other than that, I have like, think pieces and stuff.
Yeah. Now, I personally think, you should continue, having a big presence on YouTube, because you do have the followers, and I think people will be interested in a lot of the stuff you do. I think your videos are very eclectic too. You have like your own little style with them on how you deliver them. Are you the director on those videos, or?
Yeah, I edit in. Oh wait, like the music videos, or
yeah, music videos.
I would say anytime that you see another director, it's kind of like I'm co-directing, because I usually have some kind of direction of where I want the song to go. But nah, most of my videos I'll let other people direct. I was doing that a lot in the beginning. I still edit a lot of different things that I do, but I like to do what I'm good at, and I'm not that great at that yet.
Okay.
But shout out to my wife. She co-directed the latest video that I did. Good night.
Also, congratulations on your wedding.
Thank you very much.
I seen you had it on, a streaming wedding as well, and I seen that you had gotten up to like almost 3,500 viewers.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I did. I was like, wow, a lot of people watched this.
3,500 people watched our wedding. 3,500 people watched our wedding on the live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, wow, so that's why I was saying, I think that you have a good presence, and that, is a semi-vlogging, like even doing your wedding and stuff like that.
That was mostly for my family members. I told fans to show up if they want to, so that's crazy.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, you have a decent following. People are tuning in and seeing what's going on with you, and I think it could elevate you even further, So, is hip hop feeding you right now? Is everything you're doing feeding you, or do you still have to, the hard and grind of a 9 to 5?
Although I would never, try to put any dirt on anybody that has a 9 to 5. The reason I say that I took my career seriously for the past 5 years is because I quit my job 5 years ago. That's when I wanted to dedicate 100% of my time to this, and till this day, there were some days where I was like extremely broke. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Embarrassingly broke. My mom asked me what my next move is and stuff. And thank God I live. Me and my girl live together now, and things have gotten better. But it was a hard grind. I wouldn't recommend anybody to just quit their job and just go 100% for music unless they feel they're built for that. And
unless you built
not
for
necessarily
that.
Financially ready, but being mentally ready for that.
Yeah, because it doesn't happen overnight, So it's every day you got to get up and treat it like a 9 to 5. You got to literally get up and do all the things that other people are doing for their businesses, but you got to do it for your business.
Exactly.
So, are you touring? Do you do like shows? Are you going out? Are you booking yourself? And stuff like that. Or you got agents, manager, or anybody like that that's doing? How's that going?
I'm booking myself. I don't have a manager. Pretty much got a bunch of agents.
Okay.
Find opportunities through relationships and whatnot. As far as shows go, I'm so close to like really starting to back up. I did one show so far. Shout out to New Jersey hip hop. They just did like a summer jam-esque show, and that was fun. But I feel like I'm still getting back in the swing of things, and I will be regularly performing pretty soon. Pretty soon.
So, what is your main love right now? What it is that you do? Because you do a lot of things. What is it? The main thing that is driving you?
Well, right now, my main love, since I already pretty much completed everything that I have to do for the album, is engineering, because that's all I've been spending my time doing. Just tweaking everything, getting it right. Export after export after export. I don't even know if I can say it. I love it. It's just stressful sometimes, but it's worth it.
I hate engineering, but I know what you're talking about. And so let me go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and play the song "Don't" real quick for everybody. Let me go ahead and just set that up real quick. Because just so people could, I already played Good Night. Just giving the people a little bit of what you do. And so, this is Don't by Samad Savage. In fact, even though I just introduced it, why don't you go ahead and just give a little bit insight on the song and stuff like that and give a better introduction.
That was a good introduction. But this song is a true story. It's based on 2 true stories of friends of mine and many, many others who go through similar things like this. And I feel like no rapper has ever really touched on it. It's kind of a cliche topic. So, I mean, not cliche. What's the word? Taboo. It's a taboo topic. So I just, put myself out there. And it's a part of my latest album, Trust the Weird Kids. Go check that out. Read the track list. It's fun.
All right. Here it is for y'all. Of course, I'm playing it mute. Give me 1 second, y'all. We'll bring it back so y'all can catch it from the beginning. I just got everything muted because you never know when something's gonna play. So there we go.
Where is you going? You're not going nowhere. You're not going nowhere. I'm not trying to hear it. You're not going nowhere.
I'm really not trying to deal with this shit.
I don't care if you're not trying to deal with it.
Why? Why we have to go through this every time we go out? Every time I go out. I'm not even going nowhere that serious.
I don't care about none of that. I've been out all day. I'm trying to be home with you. Doing all this, like, nah.
You're taking me straight right now.
I don't care.
My nigga, if I don't go out, we're not gonna do shit.
She said, he beat me every time he get the chance to. Beat me almost weekly, even leave the house dismantled. Beat me while we watching TV and I change the channel. The scandal, even when I lock the door handle, I'm tackled. I cannot survive this cause I'm fragile, but I have to put up with it because leaving such a hassle. Cause I love him and I feel like all of this may pass through. Got my best friend asking me how could he smack you. I don't know how to open up cause I'm bashful. Plus I don't wanna bother anyone with my bad news. See, that's what I'ma tell the cops when they dash through. So all them thoughts of leaving me had better been canceled. See, I don't really give a damn if it's not true, cause they gon' believe you socked me before I socked you. Plus you black man, I'm sure you know how the cops do. So I'ma hit myself and then tell them I couldn't stop you. Like, don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on, hands on. Don't put your hands on me. 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 He said, I swear I'm done with this relationship. I would never beat you, but your evilness is lethal. It's an eagle swooping down for prey. I'm praying that you pay for this legitimate fraudulent you're causing to me often. Plus you hit me hard as hell and I don't never hit you back. And if I push you on the wall, you might get a little scratch. And then you show it to your friends. They hit my jacket talking crap. And I've been trying to break up, but you tell them you take me back, I'm off of that. Oh crap. Oh, now you calling the cops. Screw it. They gotta believe me, cause my word is all I got. Wait, why you banging all up on your arm? You better stop. Wait, come back. What you doing in that room? The door is locked. From this moment you can hear sirens coming from around the block. She came out the door, snuffed him in his head, kicked him in his leg, threw him on the bed, rolled around so he's on top. Cops came in without a knock, while his face was full of shock. He was saying, don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on, hands on. Don't put your hands on me. 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 The cop said, get on the ground, boy, I'm taking you down. She said, stop, you learned his lesson, he'll stop beating me now. The man said, beating you? I was just leaving the house. The cop said, aight, listen, I'm only here to announce how many men kill their partners every day. 3, who witnessed one of those times when it happened? Me. And every time the cops come, she always wanna defend them. When the woman's a victim, that's because she's weak. So I'ma say this one time, pack your bags and leave. Cause if this woman caused a kid, then you could best believe that I don't even care what could possibly happen to me. And I'ma choke you till I hear the last breath that you breathe. The cops left, the girl apologized. She barely waited a second to let him know that she'll go and lie again. He waited weeks, but as soon as he tried, she did the same thing. The cops came, he was terrified. So he was screaming, don't put your hands on me. Beat him until he bleeding. Don't put your hands. The cop thought he was a hero. Don't put your hands on. Fought for what he believed in. Don't put your hands. So the man did the time. He even beat the case. Don't put your hands. And the second that he was saved, don't put your hands. Trust issues came into play. Don't put your hands on. Now it's hard chance. Don't put your hands on me.
Dope. Welcome back to the Everything Indie Show. It's the one and only Logic DGC. Hope y'all having a good time. Hope y'all getting to know another dope indie artist who one day will be all over your TV screens and all over your radios.
Willing.
But this is the grind. This is where we go. This is where we start, and this is where we build moments and things like that. So that was a dope video.
Thank you. Shout out to Blaze the Rebel for shooting it.
I really like that, for a young artist to have not only a song like that, but a video like that where you're not just all over the camera. That's, you're telling a story, like third person, and I thought that was pretty impressive, to already have something like that under your belt.
Thank you.
So, like you said, that was inspired by friends. Do you write a lot of this type of things based on like reality, or do you really?
Yeah, for the most part, most things that I write about has to do with reality, based on a couple of stories around me, based on not only things that I've seen and things that I've experienced, but just life in general, things that I feel like people should take the time out to think about, or things that I can bring more attention to. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I have this song. Everybody has heard drug dealer rap from every single artist, every single rapper, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a song like that on my next album, but it talks about, let's just say, more than one different perspective. I mean, more than just one perspective that you've heard before. It talks about many different things that comes with that lifestyle that aren't so uh fun. You know what I'm saying? I don't glamorize things. I just talk about things. And I talk about it and make it what it is.
Just paint the picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just yeah, I definitely understand, and I think you do a good job at that. That song right there is a great example
Thank you.
of it. And the video went perfectly with it. Actors did a good job. I don't know if they're paid actors or if they're your homies and stuff like that. They did a great job.
Yeah, they did absolutely incredible. Shout out to Tato. Yo, Tato, I I didn't I knew he was talented music wise, but I never saw him act, and I wasn't sure if he was going to have it in him. And man, it looked like he's been acting for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the main guy in the video. Shout out to Sasha for coming together and making this happen last minute, memorizing the lyrics last minute and whatnot. Because we originally were supposed to have Alora. Shout out to Alora if you're watching this. Do it, but our schedules had some conflicts, and there's only two more people I can shout out. Sorry, three.
No, go
Gino, he's acted before. Absolutely incredible actor. He just continues to wow me. DZH, he didn't have a main role.
Who was Gino, the cop?
Yeah, Gino did the cop. Yeah, he was the cop. Absolutely phenomenal.
Great job.
And
yeah, I felt his anger.
Yeah, man. The whole video shoot we had jokes. He was like, "Dang, man, you making me uncomfortable." But also DZH, who was just, I mean, he didn't have to say anything, but he was there and he knew the assignment. He understood the assignment. And shout out to my man King Jersey for letting us shoot in his new apartment, in his new condo, in his white neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. We appreciate you.
That's what's up. So, what's next for Samaj Savage?
What's next is Duo Liddy, my next album. It's I personally feel like it's incredible. People know me to be a more so modest person, and it's truth be told, it's because I'm really insecure about my work. I'm insecure as an artist, and it's not that I don't believe I'm not talented or anything like that. It's more like, sometimes you might think something is hot and then it just falls flat. But this album, I'm so confident in. There is something on there for every kind of person. And the reason I know that is because everybody that I've showed the demos to, everybody has a different favorite song. So when it gets out to the masses, it's going to be that way too. And I can't wait to give it to you guys. Pause. And and I'm just waiting on 2 features right now, and and then it's just yours. Everybody gonna have it.
That's what's up. Do you have already a single picked out, and is there a couple videos?
That's the hard part. No single on there fully describes how the rest of the album sounds.
Wow.
So
how is this going to be released? So what is the game plan for the release? Of like probably a couple of them. I'm sure.
I kind of don't want to. I don't want to tease my fans anymore. You know what I'm saying? They waited long enough. It's been 2 years since my last project. So the next thing that I'll probably do is just have a single drop like the week before the project with a music video.
And there's none. You're still debating that.
It's in between like 3 right now.
All right, that's what's up. And are you going to be doing, or do you have any like shows lined up for that release? Like, is there a
not quite yet.
Party? Are you going to do all that stuff?
I will do a release party. I am big vaxxed, and I had like 70 people at my wedding. Nobody got COVID, so I'm pretty confident that I can do that successfully without anybody getting hurt, without it being dangerous. So yeah, I definitely plan to have a release party. It'll be my first release party too. I never done one of those before.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah. Yep.
That's so it drops. When are you looking to hopefully drop it? Do you already kind of have like a month at least?
All right, so I've been saying like, oh, it should drop in 2 months for the past year, but now it should drop in like a month.
Like a month, so we're looking at August.
Yeah. Well, all right, so here's the thing. The album is done, as I said. Just waiting on 2 features, and I'm engineering it.
Artwork
is chosen. There's no video shot for it, but that could still be done in a week's time.
Yeah, that's
so
nothing,
yeah. The only thing that I want to do left is have it distributed through a company and whatnot, I would like to release it differently because I'm not with just doing the same thing over and over again. You know what I'm saying?
Who do you
So
usually
this
release? Who do you usually release with from?
I just usually distribute it through DistroKid. You know, I upload it like anybody else would. But
Yeah.
this time I'm looking for like a major distribution company uh to do something with, and I can't even say I hope that goes through. It can go through. It's just more about how much we're talking and whatnot, the details, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Now,
but I can't submit something that's not finished. That's the reason why I'm yeah.
got you. So now is getting to this point, is how much do you have to invest into this? Is this like a lot, like for those out there wanting to be rappers or whatever, something independent, how much of your money, time, and things like that do you have to invest into getting to this point and then going to the next level?
It depends on on who you are and what you do. I started off producing. You know what that means? I don't really have to pay producers for anything. I know how to do anything that I want to do. In fact, the only time I work with other producers is for the fun of it, or they do something that I feel like is beyond my talents. So there's that. Um, I've been engineering myself forever. Now, the pain in that is I've had some good songs that just didn't have good mixes on it. But now I would say a pretty good engineer, and all of my stuff is fire, and I don't have to send my stuff out. I don't have to pay other people to do other things. So this project, as far as money that I put into it, probably about $700.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I would say about like $700. Um,
Now, do you put in a lot once it's out for marketing and getting it out there? Like, is there? Do you really go hard on that part of it?
more so on the creative side. So I'll put a lot of money into the creation of a music video because I know that'll take it further. But I don't really like my last single, "Good Night," which is at I think like 1.5 million streams right now across stores.
Wow.
Like I only invested maybe like not including the video, probably about like $600 on it.
Wow. See, and that goes to show, for those that are willing to learn and teach themselves stuff and take ownership of a lot of the responsibilities, you can get it down quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
You can get it down quite a bit.
And not to mention, sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
500 of that $600 was based on the competition that I had to get on a remix and whatnot and paying the winners. It was a distribution of $500 that I had to pay the winners for. So that's still not really money going into marketing.
Wow. Wow, that's crazy. So how did you build your fan base? To get to the point where you don't need to do too much marketing.
Every Sunday afternoon at exactly 5 p.m., I, hack the systems and get on Fox 5, and I'm joking.
I was like, wait a second.
Nah, how do I get my fans? Honestly, through dedication. I always tell every artist, don't be afraid to be different or to be yourself, because no matter what, there's people out there like you. Even if they're millions of miles away, we're in the age of the internet. And I feel like there's just a lot of people who are on the same wavelength as me, that rock with me. Yeah, and my music just keeps getting to more and more people who are like-minded.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So it's just kind of organically. You put the stuff up, and little by little, it built.
Mm-hmm.
And how long has it taken to get to these numbers?
Well, as I said, I've been taking it extremely seriously for the past 5 years. So
about
5 years, yeah. Okay. Although most of my success has happened in the past year.
Okay. So
I would say like probably 60% of everything that I have now, I've gotten the past year.
And when you say that, you mean like digital success? Because what I mean is when, like I said, I went and saw you, and there was people singing multiple songs. You did 2 songs, I think, and people knew the words to both of them. It was kind of weird.
That could be given that exact experience could be something that happens instantly, depending on the opportunities you're given. So shout out to Kim Ford for allowing me to perform on the Lincoln Park stage, and I just had a catchy enough song for people to remember. So, but that was, as I said, like maybe about like 4 years ago. It's still kind of very early in my serious stage.
All right. Let me. Yeah. Oh. All right. Sorry about that. Lost
That's cool.
connection for a quick second there. So yeah. So go ahead and tell everybody where they could follow you, where they could find you, and what you and you know if you're doing a show or something like that, let them know.
My name is Samad Savage, and you can find me, literally everywhere. Just Google Samad Savage. That's SAMAD. And if you don't know how to spell Savage, my music might not be for you. Um, and peace, love, and skud with it. Hope you guys love the album whenever it drops.
Yeah, I want to thank you again for spending some time with me today. We're going to continue, playing your music on this show, on the radio station. We also have the Have Nots Indie Radio station on TuneIn. And, all 24/7 indie artist music. And you're on there, brother. And, it's a pleasure to be able to have, artists like you out there that I can, I know when y'all drop, it's gonna be some dope, different stuff that not the mill. Because not to jump off into the goodbye before I get there, because like I do a top 5 on this show as well, indie artist videos, and a problem that I'm having with a lot of the younger music is that it all sounds the same, and I don't want to put 5 songs that sound exactly the same, even though they could be kind of dope. They all. I'm like, damn, I can't put this one in, even though I kind of like this one, but it sounds exactly like this one. You know what I mean? And so you definitely would never have a problem making any type of countdown due to, too much of the same content being up there. You're definitely, I think it should be an inspiration to the kids, that are out there trying to do their thing, and inspiration to the people just trying to be independent. Your stream as well, Twitch, right? When do you do that?
I haven't done it in like a month.
Okay,
to be honest.
So it's not like so you're not on top of the gaming.
I do whenever in fact, I created it just so I can game and still work at the same time.
Nice.
I don't like to waste time,
Well, if you want to give out your handle for your gaming, if anybody
wants it. Samad Savage everywhere.
Everything Samad Savage everywhere. All right, brother. Appreciate you chilling with me.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Take care, and we'll talk again soon. We'll have you on here in the future as well. I want to keep up with you. All right, brother?
All right.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Peace and love.
Likewise. So, yeah, that was Samad Savage. I hope y'all enjoyed that interview. And hope y'all learned some things about, being independent and what they're doing out there. Sometimes people say, they invest a lot and they do the, marketing and they, you got to do it. But look, he's telling you something different. Why? Because he's done something else. He's pushed himself in a different way. He spends on videos. He invests in being himself and not a clone or a carbon copy of anything else that's out there. And that becomes catchy to people. That becomes something that people want to tune into. That's what I got out of what he was telling me. You know what I mean? So, dope interview. And I definitely look forward to having him back on here again after the album drops and see what the story is then, how the album's looking, how his life's going. I'm sure it's going to be pretty dope because that's a dope brother right there. So we're going to go ahead now and get into the number 3 song, right? Because that's where we at, right? Yeah, the number 3 song on the weekly, or should I just say the indie hip hop videos of the week, top 5 videos of the week. We checked out, the first one was the DJ K Slay Harlem Block Money with Dave East, Vado, Jim Jones, Shooting on 3, and Talk It Trig. The next track was, the second one was Fred the Godson, Fat Boy Fresh. And now this one is Papoose and Jim Jones, King Kong Money? Is that what it was? I looked away. I looked at it too quick. No, it's just King Kong. It's just King Kong, y'all. So let's get that going, and then we'll be back most likely with our next guest, Jason Mazur. Let's go.
Hey, Pat, what's up, nigga? Huh? Bring you to the future, nigga. You heard? Niggas see stars in the rape, I really see stars in space. Tell you about that later, nigga. Huh?
Mac 11 Hellway K47 Heaven.
Capo.
I made some dollars with the yay. Lord, let them fail. That's how them coward niggas pray. The gun ain't in the stash when I'm around them niggas wait. I keep it on my waist, cause I know how them niggas play. He only tough in New York, I could've got him in the A. My homies down bottom, they would've shot him with the K. He mad the little homie went to the island with his bae. Kept making threats when they seen him, he tried to get away. You older now, your hair kinda getting gray. Them young boys hungry, won't you stay out them niggas' way? They dead broke, and that's just how them niggas stay. He think the world owe him something, he tryna get some pay. I don't listen to nothing them kinda niggas say. We all got the same 24 hours in a day. What you do with yours, is what you do with yours. What I do with mine, never mind. All of your bars is local, I let the Lawson smoke you. Homie, I crush, break you, duct tape you, rob and rope you. I keep a tight circle that we evolve and grow through. You don't keep your circle tight enough, yours is oval. I'm a flawless mogul, record awesome vocals. They respect me in different countries, the God is global. You blind to the facts, and it's not my job to show you. Can't you see? Biggie small song with Total. Came from a big family, we all will blow you. Got a whole bunch of thorough cousins, aunts, and uncles. Caught my first felony when I was small, I told you. They tried to throw the book at me. Barnes and Nobles.
I'm King Kong in this Empire State. Axe around. I'm King Kong in this Empire State. Axe around. I'm King Kong in this Empire State. That's a burn bridges down and buy yachts. Make no mistake, nigga. Make no mistake, nigga. Make no mistake, nigga. Word. Make no mistake, nigga. You need a hook, but what's a hook without bars? Send a kite to all the homies, feel like Tookie in the bars. Fuck every judge, every cop that ever put us in the bars. Told my bitches taking flights with them cookies in their bras. To get it to the block so we can put it in them jars. Then whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. They get deeper in the game, but this shit can get explicit. Like I love how your bitch hold my dick when she kiss it. Nasty, right? But that's just a half of my warpath. It's sunny on your block, but it's rain in your forecast. Bring that beef to your step just like the DoorDash. To tell the truth, we was laughing when the Porsche crashed. I'm King Kong in this Empire State. Axe around. I'm King Kong in this Empire State. Axe around. I'm King Kong in this Empire State. That's a burn bridges down and buy yachts. Make no mistake, nigga. Make no mistake, nigga. Make no mistake, nigga. Word. Make no mistake, nigga.
All right. Welcome back to the Everything Indie Show. It's the one and only Logic DGC. And that was Papoose and Jim Jones with King Kong. Dope track. So without further ado, let me go ahead and make sure that's unmuted because I like to mute this. All right. Without further ado, I got the one and only Jason Mazur. What's good, brother? How's everything?
Beautiful.
I'm good. I like the backdrop. What's going? Where you at?
I'm in the Bat Cave.
Oh, in the Bat Cave. I like it. You did that, or you had people come in and
the tapestry.
Okay.
The tapestry. Yeah.
Okay.
So I got a couple of them around here for setting up for video, and I got a nature background. I got some blank walls. I got my New York gritty. I got a regular green screen, all the regular shit.
Okay. Sounds good, brother.
Abs.
So I'm glad to see that you're still, on it, like as always. Like ever since I've met you, you've always been doing something related to this music stuff or just life stuff, period. Go ahead and just kind of introduce yourself and give like a little bit of who you are and what you do, like one of those things so that people can get to know who you are.
Yeah, I'm just all around kind of creative guy. I've been in this music game for a long time. I got a background in film production. I started out really kind of like everybody, was rhyming in high school and kind of just took it from there. Ended up doing work with like
Zulu Nation and launching some magazines called Nocturnal Journal with my Queens crew, and eventually went out and did some Jailbreak Records mixtape circuits that was pretty viral and fire with none other than LDC here, the Ghetto Celeb.
You know it. Good times.
Definitely. I got an A&R background at TVT Records. So for those that don't know that, in the heyday before it collapsed, it was everything from 9 Inch Nails to Little John and Pitbull. Too many people to name.
Even
Gil
Ja
Scott.
Rule. Even Ja Rule before he became Ja Rule.
Yeah. It was a powerhouse, that place. Post that, I did things like I helped launch the rapfest.com. I did some consultation on the Jam Master Jay documentary on Netflix. I don't know. I just create. I make music. I vibe with people. I put people together with people. Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. A bit of a middleman in a way.
Kinda. I used to be more middleman, and now I prefer to. I prefer to put my hands on it. Like if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna be a part of it. If I'm not gonna be a part of it, I might pass the plug. But I really feel like I've got things I want to add. So if you fuck with me, you fuck with me. I'll fuck with you. Let's do something, and I'll play my part. And it could be different every time. You know, it could be different every time.
So what are some of the things that you're currently involved with?
So I guess this week would be just released a record with Novoa Entertainment, and it was Nature, this new upcomer Ren Thomas, Jojo Pellegrino. Was produced by Gun Productions. You got MSK on the hook, and that's fire because people haven't heard Nature in a while. He sounds like he just. Sounds brand new. He sounds like he's from right now, and this kid Ren Thomas is a beast, and JoJo never disappoints. The beat is fire, the hook is fire. So we dropped that this week. Got a lyric video out. Working with another artist, Skywalker Dutch, and he just dropped a single and a video. Lauren, he's a Yonkers native. He's a dope producer, writer, rapper. He's fire. Got a clothing design. Lore. Man, so much stuff.
I'm actually been in conversations with Ren Thomas about being on this show actually. So that was pretty cool that you've already done something with him. That'll be a good little thing I could throw in there. Like, hey, I know Mason.
Yeah, let him know we put out that record. He'll know.
Yeah. So you used to rap, right? Do you still write stuff and put music together? Is that something that you're still also, because I know it's also just in you, right? Because like musicians kind of like just are musicians, right? Or am I off?
No, not at all the time. So I got it set up. I write constantly. I was writing today. I produce things. I produce as well. I'm big on collaborative productions. I'm not the best to sit there and formulate everything systematically, but I'll go in there and I'll take the elements and then I'll find somebody. I'll either leave it rough, like a jam session, or I'll pass it off. But I feel like if you're a creator, you should never stop creating. Why would you? I don't have to do it for the same reasons I used to do it.
Exactly. You just have a different motivation. But the drive to be creative, in my opinion, kind of doesn't never end. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still working on my last project, like of officially, that I'm going to care to like, put on like TuneCore or something, a distro kit or something, and I'm not really even pushing myself as a rapper or anything like that. That's just a project that I feel, needs the light of day. So do you have any plans like that?
I do. In fact, it kind of almost happened by accident. Somebody reached out to me and they asked me to write something to this song, and then they ended up putting it out, and it's like on a Wu affiliate album.
Really?
It was right before the pandemic. It's called Forward Motion, FWD.
That's the name of the track or the name of the album?
That's the name of the track. You'll be able to find it. If you put FWD Motion and Mazur on there, it'll pop up. Skull on there with some headphones. And when he did that, and I won't even tell you who it was. I'll just let you pull up the album. And he said, I just needed to get this off my chest. I needed to check this off. And when he said that, I sat back and I was like, yeah. I was like, what's wrong with that? Like, what's wrong with putting out your poetry, your rhymes, your beats, like whatever it is? Because now we can do it. It used to be that there were these gatekeepers that stood in your way. You don't have that anymore. So yeah.
Would you consider yourself in a way a manager in a way as well, or an agent or something like that? Would you say those terms kind of fit?
No, I won't manage anybody. I went to this phase of managing people, and it's just too hard to get people to get out of bed in the morning and get them to places on time, this, that, and the third. But what I will do is I will manage the resources. I will manage the project. Like, I will come in on a project manager type thing and bring things from point A to point B. So I'll give you an example. What we did with the last Skywalker Dutch album is he had this great album, and he went and we got the artwork for it. We paid for the artwork like heavy so that we could actually monetize it. It wasn't going to come back and bite us in the ass. We could do the merchandise, and it wasn't going to be a problem. We ended up taking that, and because we did that, we ended up we got a deal with Penalty Records, which was Neil Levine at the time. If anybody knows Penalty, they've had everybody from Nori, Capone Noriega.
They're definitely legit.
Yeah, they're definitely legit. So they were putting it out digitally, but they weren't doing a lot of physical, and we leveraged the deal with them to then go get a physical distribution with Warner through Deco. And so we had this physical distribution that we then turned around and we went to Brooklyn Cloth to facilitate a clothing deal in order to launch, and then we got the store, and then we got through those conversations. And around that time, the pandemic hit, so it kind of didn't fall apart, but part of it didn't go through. But we still got the record in stores, and we had a whole rollout with big box retail. We were in Walmart, Target, Amazon, and this is all like physical merchandise, shirts, the CDs, the whole nine. And people were still into that because people still liked the art. They wanted to own stuff, and it says a lot to be able to be in this time and age to be able to get any sort of physical merchandising, because people buy it for different reasons. They don't necessarily buy it anymore because they're popping it in their CD player. They might, but they buy these packages and these bundles because it's authentic. It's like they own this piece of hip hop.
And the way back in the day, I mean, people had collectors, Hot Wheels and stuff like that. You got hip hop collectors, you know what I mean? Like people that just like to have all the like I know a lot of people down here too that like the physical material and the physical albums and stuff like that. They actually go album hunting, and stuff like that, going to places and trying to find, dope old or, hip hop albums that, a lot of people still don't have or just don't have access to. So I believe that could also be a motivation to continue to put out physical albums.
First of all, I go all the time. I love it. I go crate digging, CD digging, cassette digging, like all the time. But on top of that, vinyl, I don't want to say they're at an all-time high, but vinyl, people are opening up, like Barnes & Nobles has opened up a vinyl section in their store.
That's weird to me. It's weird to me, but I see it happening. I know what you're talking about.
Because it's cool. It's cool now to go to a party at somebody's loft in Tribeca, grab some drinks, and throw on, the techniques and throw on the record. It's just nostalgic. It's cool. It's a vibe. It's just not, It's no longer just because that's the only format it comes on. It's just cool to do.
Mm-hmm. Now, are you currently? I know you say you don't manage, but are you currently like pushing anybody or trying to like get somebody over, or working with someone closely like that, or are you just doing more executive stuff? Like as it comes. Is there anybody there? Mm.
And this is why I said that I like to put my hands on it. Like, so if I bring something in, I feel like I'm executive producing it or I'm executively pushing it. So anything that I put in, I'm going to push, and I'm going to keep pushing it until it pops fully or it leads to the next thing. So I'm not managing them. These guys are free. Like, I never want anybody to be locked into me where they can't go and do other things. I want them to stick around because they value what I bring to the table, or they value what we create together. So everything I push. I mean, I've got this AOG album called Venus that we put out a couple years ago, and we're just now finally putting together the video series for the treatment that we have for it. It's an instrumental project about space. It's a love story, right? And as an example, there's a huge thing about Venus going on right now, planetary, because we're in the space race. Yeah. And so now it's the perfect time to start releasing some of these stories. So sometimes it's just about having it and not giving up on the content. So now it'll make more sense. I got another guy that I work with constantly. His name is Voodoo Faye. We opened a brick and mortar store in Brooklyn. It's an art studio, but he makes clothes and he makes music. And we've got his stuff in, FIT. He's done installations at Blick. The comedian Donnell Rawlins is wearing his clothes and wearing it on the Breakfast Club. Janelle Monáe has, his pieces, and they're on her interviews. So we do creative things like that as well. So it's not just it's not cookie cutter. It's not box. We start putting the pieces together. And like Savage was saying, smart kid, by the way. Nice. It's about going and find where you fit. We're in a day and age now. We can go. We don't have to guess. If you want to go to a place and sell music or merchandise or creativity to a group of black females that like bunny rabbits, like you between the ages of 24 and 31, you could find that. Like, as obscure as that is, you could find that.
You can.
You want to go to a place that listens to rappers that are only performing on electric guitars, you can go find that. So
in New York, for the most part.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This is a crazy world we live in.
It is. It's just like I'm here in Orlando now 3 years, just about 3 years, and the main thing that I tapped into, like when I was like looking for hip hop out here when I first came, I came into like battle rappers, a bunch of battle rappers, and what I found was that a lot of them didn't even not a lot, let me not say a lot, but there was quite a few, enough for me to take notice, that didn't write music. They just battled rap, and I'm like, you don't do music? Like, nah, I'm like, you don't have any songs or nothing like that? No songs, no videos, no nothing, just battle rap. I battle rap. What do you think about that, and how does battle rap, in your opinion, fit in with hip hop?
I love it, and I'll tell you why. Because first of all, it's the essence. One of the essences, I don't want to say recycled, but it evolutionized into something new.
It grew, yeah.
Like, cats used to be on the corner spitting at each other all day long, and this is before cats could even get in the studio. Like, at one point you couldn't just go to a studio and record. You could rap all day long, but you were not getting to a studio. You were doing funny shit like, you might be doing it on your boombox or whatever. But they were on the corner battling each other. That's how they got it off their chest. So to see that evolution come to where you can have these stages, right, of performances, like these guys are actually on circuits, so all these big places, I think it's amazing that they can go and do this and they can perform and get that off their chest. And at the same time, like this is an art form. You see these groups coming together, bouncing off each other, going back and forth and seeing who's the nicest. And you've got people like Drake that people don't even realize what a battle rap lover he is and where he comes from until you listen to his rhymes and you realize he studies someone like him who writes songs, study battle rap to the point where he, because he knows how to write songs, can take that and put it into his real music. It's fire. He just be eating people up. So I think it's great. I love it, and I have respect for all these various forms of the artistry.
Now, do you think that? Okay, do you think that it's its own complete different lane from being like a musical rapper? Like, do you see that as something that somebody that wants to be a rapper does, or do you see that as its own claim to fame, its own lane? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my thing would be like, I would expect somebody that does battle rap to have a catalog of music,
because maybe we think about a Cassidy, right?
Yeah.
Somebody like that from back a ways was battle rapper to music, but this is why he opened doors for people that they very often, the Cassidys of the world at that time frame, very often they flopped. They had a certain amount of notoriety. They made their money, but when it came to pushing them musically, they flopped. They had to figure out what it was that made this work. And so now these guys can make it work. So, yeah, they're their own lane. They don't have to make the music anymore. They realize it doesn't work. No one on the radio wants to hear battle rappers, or no one even streaming wants to hear battle rappers in their mixes. But they will go watch these YouTube videos and these live streams and listen to these battles because it's sick. It's just like watching dancers. Nobody's really breakdancing no more, but these dance-offs, they're lit. Spoken word poetry, it's another thing. It's also evolved. They're not rappers, but they're still part of that hip hop community. Like they overlap.
I agree. I still haven't. I've gone to one battle rap event over here. One of my friends out here that I deal with actually runs the Bear Arms Battle League over here, and he's always telling me to come out. He's probably like, I ain't talking to you, man. Come out to my shit. But he be doing it. He be having, he'd be doing it for Orlando and the Florida area. And so that's kind of got me a little bit into that world where at first, like, I didn't enjoy battle rap that much. One, because I just felt like it was cheating a little bit when you're not using a beat and you're not restricted to that staying within the confines of what the beat allows you. Now you can say like a paragraph and that'd be one bar. Is like, and so for me, that used to be like, you're cheating. You know what I mean? Like, make it go exactly to like almost a beat. You know what I mean? So that kind of like took it away from me a little bit. But I am starting now to respect it a little bit more as its own art form, because it is amazing some of the double and triple and quadruple entendres that there are there sometimes that you're like, holy crap. Like,
oh, what? Yeah, facts. Straight facts.
So let me get your opinion on something that recently happened too. You're probably aware of End of the Week, EO-Dub, and so what's his name? Royce the 5'9", who's one of my favorite rappers. Actually, he's a top 5 rapper to me. Him and Lupe were kind of going back and forth on their little live because they have like a live together, and he was like, you know what? I'll tell you this. Don't make me show up at the end of the week and I'll destroy all them little motherfuckers over there. And so
who said this? Royce said this?
Royce said that.
And he probably would, but go ahead.
And Osiris Anthem, who I guess is like a champion of it. He's won it a couple times or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what but I know they were just like, oh, Osiris gonna get you. So he put out a diss track against Royce. And Royce has said it, and everyone has said it. Mickey Fax was involved. They were all kind of like going back and like dissing each other a little bit lyrically and making fun of his songs and stuff like that. And so Osiris came out with a diss track, and it was very lyrical. He had all the flipping of words and all of that stuff. But I felt he delivered it like he was Eminem for a Brooklyn guy, like, Hi, Royce. My name, like he was doing that.
He probably did it on purpose.
Oh, see, that's me not even putting that together. That he's like, let me rap like your idol. You know? Yeah, so that's what he did. Go check that out when you get time, and But the song, like, I don't know, battle rap to me, like when you go into that kind of battling, it's got to be almost theatrical. You know what I mean? Like, you got to feel like epically. It's got to feel like an epic track. That song that the music has to resemble the big battle scene in Marvel's fucking Endgame, where all the fucking people were fighting against each other, like, it's got to feel like that in a way. You know what I'm saying? Or,
it's got to feel like Ether and Takeover. It's got to,
it's got to be strong, and I don't know. It lacked that to me, but it didn't lack the bars. Maybe I'm just a little bit one-sided. Maybe I'm a little bit old school in a way in how I think the impact of a diss track is supposed to be. Like not just that you're dope at the rap, but you're also entertaining. I don't know, but definitely check that out when you get a chance.
Check out Loaded Lux. You're gonna get this work. And watch that whole battle. And I'll be honest with you, I almost forgot who the hell he was battling. He was so nice with it. So watch it from beginning to end. Loaded Lux, you're going to get this work. And you're going to get chills, I'm telling you. It's one of the most epic rap battles in recent history.
Now, he's one of the few battle rappers that I like his music, period. Like his commercial stuff. Like, he had a song called Healthy, where it kind of like meant like, whoa. In a way, like dope, ooh, that shit healthy, you know what I mean? And I thought that was a dope track, so I respect him on that too. But getting back to you, now this is the Everything Indie show, so that is just more than just music. It's more than just hip-hop. It's got to do more with just people that are out there doing independent stuff and trying, to take their careers and their, life into their own hands, and which may not be the easiest thing to do, and there's a lot of ups and downs, pains and sufferings and all of that going on with that. So do you do other stuff outside of hip hop independently? Which I know the answer, but I'll go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I diversify my portfolio for sure.
Okay. And what is that you do? What do you do?
Do I have the liberty of everything from creativity to financially?
Just business-wise, whatever you're running.
Business. So I do real estate, which to me is like whatever. It's like, first of all, I haven't worked a 9-to-5 job in probably, I don't know, 10 years, right? 9 years. So to speak to the independence of things, and you're 100% right, like the ups, the downs, like it's a lot.
It's not promised. It's never promised nothing in the independent world.
No, not at all. You gotta kill what you eat, and you better kill a lot and eat a lot if you want to eat a lot. Otherwise, you better save it.
Yeah.
So I do real estate, which is cool, but it's like whatever. It's plug and play.
But is it hard in New York to do real estate with all the like? I sometimes have a heart attack when you're like, "Hey, got a dope ass one apartment for $3,000 or some crazy shit," and I'm like,
"Yeah, it is. It's hard, but it's not for that reason." So there's a couple of things that happen with that. It's like, one, you start to realize that we've reached this bubble where you're like, you know what, this doesn't work for people. And I'm not going to sit here. My independence won't let me sit there and battle out 100 other real estate agents to try to get this, or brokers to try to make this work. It just doesn't work. So I went from really rentals to sales, and then I went from sales to more creative deals. How I could do some obscurities, like how I could do things that were off market deals, things that just weren't normal. So I could either take my time with them, or they'd be off the radar. Because I was just so sick of sitting there and being like, yo, I'm not going to run around with these clients and these people. And, you know, landlords are whores. They'll just fucking throw their listing out to anybody. And it's like, bro, I'm not doing that. So it is hard. And that's why I changed. I changed how I started doing it. I just changed it completely. Aside from that, so I got a portering company and a building management company that I started based off of that. Because I used to own a real estate franchise. I sold it back, and I started that company. And basically, that's just like servicing these buildings. I got a staff and a team of people that go out and clean these properties up, and they handle their private maintenance and garbage and sanitation. Amazing. But the premise of it was like, you wanted to feel like the nicest building on the block. You wanted people to come home and feel like they were in their luxury. They were like, yeah, they felt comfortable. This is their Eden. This is their castle. They want to. So that's really why I got into that. Aside from being able to see the need.
Was it expensive? Was it expensive to start that?
I started it with $0.
So
I started it with $0. I found an opening. A landlord came to me, and he said, Mazur, he goes, why can't I, rent these places? And I said, because you're sitting here trying to, get these luxury prices, but you still got bodega bags and chicken bones on the floor. Your places look like shit. I was like, yo, you got to clean up around here. You can't just do the inside the apartment. The hallway's got to be nice. The front got to be nice. People got to walk up here and be like, yo, this sticks out. And I said, you don't have anybody to do that? And he's like, nah. I was like, because at the time, the janitors or the porters or whatever you want to call them, the supers, they used to be living. And then when that changed, then you get the drunk guy down the block that might show up and might care. He might, and it just didn't work. So he when he said no, he didn't have it. He goes, I said, I'll do it. He said, you'll do it. Now, meanwhile, this is a guy that owns a real estate franchise, telling him that I'll go sweep, mop, sort garbage, clean up. And he looked at me like I was crazy. I said, nah, I'll do it. And I came home to my partner, April, and I said, yo, I'm going to turn this into a business. And she's like, what? She's like, why don't you just do it once first, right? She wasn't mean about it, but she looked at me like, what are you talking about? Right? Always supportive of me. April. Yeah, she's dope. And I went from one building to about 100.
Wow.
And so now the other aspect of that is I'm getting into the recycling and manufacturing. So I started to figure out what I was going to do with this. Because I was in this world, I was like, well, what do we do with all this? How can I manufacture with this? Like, how can I not let this get to the dump? And how could I also take this and turn it into manufacturing for the music and entertainment world? So I started figuring out how to give jobs to people based off manufacturing. So I just bought my starter kit last month to do my proof of concept, to be able to now start funneling these things in order to make that raw resource and start putting it out there another way and get people back to work and sort of see how I can connect it back to this music and entertainment world. My mind is retarded sometimes.
You might eventually just be able to sell it. You build it up big enough to be able to sell it even, you know what I mean? And then have a big chunk of change to do what you'd like to do, whatever it is your heart desires, You never know, I mean. 100 houses already, 100 properties already is pretty impressive, so, kudos to you for keeping on and doing that. So you've already shown that, that building something as as large as that has become, doesn't really take a lot of capital. It doesn't really take a lot of financial investment. You could just find a niche within, if you're aware of your surroundings and what you have available to you, you might F around. If you think, business wise, you might be able to do something with that. Correct?
Yeah, 100%. I think it takes more about sacrifice in a different capacity because, for a minute people were like literally laughing at me. They're like, here's this guy Mazur. He's got platinum plaques on his wall from the music industry. He's got, movie credits. He owns a real estate franchise. And what do you want to go be a janitor? Like they were really like talking shit on me. And I had to brush that off. My ego had to brush that off because I was like, yo, I see a vision that no one else sees right now. And at the end of the day, I really just want to leave some shit to my kids because nobody left nothing to me. Like, no, like I grew up from the dirt. So I'm like, I got to leave something to my children. So when they graduate, they can have a business or businesses to run. And I think it just took more of an emotional sacrifice and a mental sacrifice to be able to just not let my ego be like, yeah, they right. Fuck that.
But that's big though, like that's how families build wealth, throughout the generations, is doing things exactly how you did it, that's the more that and, home ownerships and stuff like that. But that's pretty dope, what you have been able to accomplish, with April and everything like that as your partner. How does that factor into everything? Also living a family life because you're a great dad, and you do those minute with Mazurs, inspirational stuff, talking, to your people out there. Does it factor in like two-part question? One, does it factor, what is the effect of having a family and trying, to do all these things? And two, how does that benefit the family as well?
It's difficult. So I chose my battle. Early on, because I felt like I never wanted to be the guy to give up my life for my kids. I wanted my kids to be part of my life. So, but I also wanted to be there, right? And I watched all these people go to work all day long, not see their kids, not be involved.
Then come home tired.
Yeah. So I wanted to change that for myself. Like I can't change it for anybody else. So I figured out a way to balance it. Like I wanted to take my kids to the school bus. I wanted to pick them up. I wanted to be able to stop in the middle of the day and go back to what I was doing, but have the power to not to have to ask somebody, can I go spend time with what I care about? But at the same time, you sacrifice certain things. There's certain places you can't be if you care about your family. You're going to sacrifice. You're going to have to say no, or you're going to have to show up for 10 minutes and bounce, right? You're going to have to leave. And you start choosing what's more important and how to work both of them. But what I found was the driving force was that I'm able to show them what's important. I'm able to show them that they're important, but I'm also able to show them what the importance of being able to provide for yourself is. So if I take them with me everywhere, my oldest daughter is 16. And let me tell you something. I've taken her everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, you know for a fact I take her everywhere.
Yeah.
Recording studios, like to sell houses, concerts, on stage, behind the scenes. Like, whatever it is.
That's like your best friend right there.
Yeah, she's
one of three best friends.
Yeah, yeah. By the way, I got a boy due in November.
Oh my goodness! Congratulations. Yo, you did it right, man. Like, you building the tribe. I'm happy to see that. I'm really happy to see that. You got to come down here to Florida, and we could do some Florida shit.
We were supposed to until the pandemic hit, and I never traveled back.
Yeah, unfortunately, that has happened, and Florida has acted like there's been no pandemic either here. These people just keep on going. Like,
I mean, you're still here. You're
I'm
still
still
here, so
here.
you got to be doing something right.
I'm still here, man. I'm still here, man. Thank goodness to all that. Well, Mesa, I appreciate. Before I let you go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you and stuff like that, so they can go ahead and follow on this amazing journey that you are living. You know, we all have an exclusive story. You know, different than everybody's, and you actually are out there, like I said, doing the little, like, you know, giving people opportunities, not only for employment, but for opportunities even in the music world. And you know, I think you're a great person for someone to know that's doing stuff. And let them know where they can find you.
I keep it a buck. Like, first of all, it's social media is all at the Mad Misfit, TheMadMisfit. But you could hit my jack, you know, 917-549-5046. I'll
Call
pick
the
up.
crib, same number, same hood.
Yeah, same number, same hood. It's all good. I've had that number for a long time. So
I got
917-549-5046 or at the Mad Misfit across the board.
Yo, man, I want to thank you again. I love you, brother. I really do. Just so everyone knows, me and this man have a lot of history together. You know, we did Jailbreak Records together. We also, you know, lived together for a good chunk, you know, a good couple years. And, you know, I wouldn't trade this friendship for anybody else, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. And I want to have you back on here, you know, in a little bit and find out where your life is taking you. Sound good?
Anytime, and you know the love is real.
Oh, and just so you're aware, for your world too, you know, I'm doing this thing called the Indie Verzuz, and it's premiering next. It's going to be the final episode of the month. So every last Tuesday of the month is going to be not just a regular show like this. It's going to be more indie verses. It's going to be independent artists doing our version of verses. You know, I want to have a like document. You know, like this is people don't realize how even though if you don't make it fully to the top, you know what I mean. These little things matter. You know, your music is out there now in these days, like on a different platform where different people get to hear your stuff. You know what I mean? And if it's that dope, you know what I mean? I think it deserves an audience, you know? So every other, like I said, every last Thursday of the month is going to be of Indie Verses. The first one's going to be July 27th. I've got two people actually from Newark, New Jersey. One of them is living in Newark. One of them is actually living here. The way I select it is pretty much I have all their names on a wheel and I spin the wheel. And the two that it lands on, that's what we're going to do. You know, so I think it's going to be dope to start doing these. If it takes off, then it'll be every week. You know, we'll have its own show on its own, but right now it'll be at the end of the one time a month here. I want to make an invitation to anybody that you recommend on there, you know, that wants to do it. Let me know, and I'll add their name to the wheel. You know, it could be a while before they get on it, you know, but hey, once they get on it, and it's included to you as well, you know, 10 verses with hooks if you got the hooks. It could just be the verse, but it could be hooks if you got them. After the third one, you get 2 full songs you could play, and if there's more time, we rock out. But you know, it'll be a celebration of your music, of their music, of whoever's music it is, and yeah, you know, just wanted to extend that to you and whoever you may know that may be interested in, you know, having their music, you know, a platform for their, or you know, a catalog pretty much, not just, you know, a song here or whatever.
I'll line it up. I'll send it. I'll shoot it over. Yeah, for sure. That sounds dope.
Yeah, I think that'll be good for the culture, you know, for a lot of independent artists. I'm trying to do what, like, Stretch and Babito, a word to, like, hip-hop back in, like, the late 80s, early 90s, you know, where, like, you'd be like, how did this guy have everybody on before they were famous? Every single body in the hip-hop world from the 90s went through that damn show.
They're doing some great stuff now, too. They're taking all their old freestyles and they're animating them.
Oh, yeah, damn, that's dope. I got to definitely check that out.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm going to let you go. Thanks again for stopping through. the Everything Indie Show, and we'll talk to you soon, brother.
Appreciate you having me. Peace out.
Take care, man. So yeah, that was a dope ass interview we had with Mr. Mazur, as I knew him as a rapper and as a business partner. Like I said, very talented person and he knows a lot of people in the game. He's been in it for a long time. Like he said, with TVT Records and stuff like that. He kind of like was cool with like Jam Master Jay and people in that world. So he's connected and stuff like that. Good person to know. And, I wish him nothing but the best. So we're going to go ahead now and get into the fourth. We're on number 4, right? Of the fourth track on the top 5 indie videos of the week. We're going to go ahead and play that. That is Cali with featuring ATL Jacob. So let me know what y'all think of the video. And let's go. Where is it? I lost it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Boom. All right. We back at the Everything Indie Show. It's your boy Logic, DGC, the one and only. And I hope y'all had a great time today and enjoyed the show. I sure did. Love the interviews. Love getting insight like that. Hope those watching learned something or got something from it that they could add to their repertoire and what they got going on for themselves. It's possible. We learned today, we had artists on before that was telling us, like, yo, they spend quite a bit, on marketing and stuff like that. And we just seen 2 people that in their routes, they're not really spending that much money. They're just using whatever tools is in front of them. So imagine if they did spend on top of that, it would probably be double or triple. But as you can see, it could be done. It's possible. One of them has the one that's Samaj Savage, who's like, young and active in this game, and a new fresh face, he's got like tens of thousands of followers, so, and Mazur actually has, like he said, credits. He has platinum plaques, that he's got credits for, so it's possible, man. From the bottom to the top, it's possible. Get it from the mud. So we're going to go ahead now and do the winning wheel for this week. 20 weeks straight, no winner. Wow, that's pretty crazy to me. But we're going to go ahead now. Let me go ahead and change all of this stuff. And we're going to go ahead and do the winning wheel. Again, the way you win the winning wheel is by saying I support and follow the Everything Indie Show, or TEIS, the initials, and Have Nots Entertainment. And make sure you're following and sharing and liking all the platforms to be qualified. And also because they doing me dirty. You see, I'm giving you a dope show and they trying to hurt talking about Facebook, they trying to hurt me right now by not letting me share anything. But y'all see, it's going to be up on YouTube anyway, by tomorrow or the next day. It'll be up, the full show. But let's go ahead and do the winning wheel first. Y'all know what to do. It's going to be like the 50th person or something like that. Just make sure you're in there. Make sure you're telling other people to do it. So it could be anything, man. As you can see, even in there, we got a whole bunch of shit. But I don't see the... Ooh, I had like a $50... you could win $50. It's not on there. You know what? I'm going to do it right now. We're going to add that right now. See, look, it came up in the fucking... Boom. Apply wheel changes. Oh, wait. I didn't say to open up in another window, bro. Oh, it's doing that. All right. Now we're going to save it. Don't worry, people. I'm going to get to it. I'm just trying to... I'm just trying to get this $50 in there for you. If I can, if it lets me. Yep, okay, it's in there. It's in there. All right, we're going to make sure that it modifies and it keeps it. Boom, I'm going to refresh this one over here. All right, it should be there. If it's not, oh well, we do it another time. Yep, it's not in there. I don't know why, but it's not. All right, so we're going to go ahead and spin. And it's 30% off a photo shoot. So if you have, your shorty or something, you want to do something nice for her, she got a birthday, you want, look like a little baller or something, do some extra shit, come get a photo shoot here. And if you're far away, we'll figure something else out. But just do the challenge, and we'll see what we figure out. Maybe you get the $50. Who knows? But let's go ahead and lock that in. I support the Everything Indie Show and Have Nots Entertainment. Make sure you're following and sharing. Make sure you check for our YouTube channel so that you're catching the shows on there. So with that, we're going to go ahead now and play the final song on the countdown. Not the countdown, but the indie videos. And make sure y'all can also find a lot of this stuff. I make a playlist for all this stuff on our YouTube page, so you can always find out what songs were the top 5. If you just want a quick, to look, it'll be there on our YouTube pages. You'll find other songs that were considered but didn't make it on this week. There's a bunch. I wish I could have told you which ones those were, but I'm not trying to go over the time too much. So that's going on with that. Make sure y'all, like I said about the verses, indie verses, make sure y'all let your people know if y'all want to hear them. If y'all think they dope enough to handle 10 songs, 10 verses, let's go ahead and do that. Let's get let's get their catalog out there for people to hear. We're gonna go ahead and now play this is D-Wop featuring Fredo Bang with Blowing Up. Oh yeah. Let me set that right for y'all 1 second. Oh. All right, we seconds away, people. And thank you for tuning in. Make sure y'all share. It's really appreciated. It's really needed. I appreciate all of y'all. Enjoy the video. This is peace.
Studio Impact Big Bang Studios.
Love it, we did it again.
Niggas seen they blowing up, no niggas wanna come and fuck with me. I been done for a long time, only real niggas coming up with me. Never thought I would make it big, they never really have believe in me. This may be the year right now, if you're money line, can't talk to me. Diamonds on my neck stuck to me, made it out the hood luckily. Fuck niggas can't fuck with me, real niggas know what's up with me. The whole hood show love to me, real niggas forever stuck with me. I up now, you can't stun on me, little youths looking up to me. You know on the west side, you know we bust down. Free killer dog, pre-touchdown. If you ain't trapping hard, get a custom. Yeah, the weed green, we don't do brown. We don't do baggy, smoke the whole pong. Fuck all the ops, get the whole wrong. This a yeah dog, ain't no playing wrong. I never thought I would have been big. Been the same nigga, mean change still. Been stopping dog till I see a milk. Go and keep pushing till I on the hills. Mama, we made it out, you ain't gotta worry about paying bills. I know this song might bring chills. This is the year, we blowing up. They have believe in me. No nigga showing up. In a 2-door coupe, race car doing 80 on the highway. Trust me, dog, that's a flyway. Gotta do it just the right way. Niggas seen that blowing up. No niggas wanna come and fuck fuck with me. Real niggas know what's up with me. The whole hood show love to me. Real niggas forever stuck with me. I up, no, you can't stun on me. Little youths looking up to me.
I done made it out the trenches. I done went and got a bag. Used to be down on my luck. Now I got it all like a brag. When it come to money, I'ma stab. Bought a whip in a brand new pad. Make a bad bitch lay on the bag. Put my mom in a brand new jag. I done went broke to rich. I was just stuck in the bricks. I used to go fishing for hits. I'm as real as it gets. All of my friends, they did. Can't sneak, gotta pop these meds. This bang with the CBG, we fed. Tell a free landlord out them feds.
Niggas seen that blowing up, no niggas wanna come and fuck with me. They been done for a long time, only real niggas coming up with me. Never thought I would make it big, they ain't never really have believe in me. This may be the year right now, if you're money line, can't talk to me. Diamonds on my neck stuck to me, made it out the hood luckily. Fuck niggas can't fuck with me, real niggas know what's up with me. The whole hood show love to me, real niggas forever stuck with me. I up, no you can't stun on me, little youths looking up to me.